Hello, my friends. Hey, as a small business owner, entrepreneur, solopreneur, money can be often on your mind. It is on my mind, and mostly I'm thinking about it from a very positive state, but not today. I got sucked down into this vortex, and really the difference was where usually, well, where you get sucked down into a state of not enough, scarcity, of losing it, of it going away, or well, like I'm not going to be able to get enough, and I know it's not a very positive state, and it's not a state where I want to run my business, and that's not certainly a state where I want to run my life. But I was kind of sucked in deep into this one. But luckily today was my scheduled day to talk to my mindset coach, and we brought this up. So now he led me to a really simple insight, which I want to share with you today. And it's really simple. So what I got to, and again, he didn't tell me this. He guided me to get there. He guided me to the answer, which is that yes, the number in your bank account matters. It does matter, right? Yeah. So I mean, you look at that number. It's like, no, you shouldn't discount it, or you shouldn't ignore it, or whatever, right? I mean, yes, check that, check your financial statement, check what you're earning, and so forth, right? But think about money like a flow, and you as a conduit, right? Think about money like a flow as you as the conduit. So what happens is that you understand that it's not just the number. Again, the number is important, but we ascribe too much value. We make it way bigger than it is. But if you think about it like a flow, think about how it's flowing into your bank account. How are you earning that money? And then also talk about how you're spending it, how you're flowing out, and realize that you have control over this, and can you choose that consciously? Now, frankly, I know that as a business owner, you most certainly can, right? So I can look at my revenue streams, and there are programs that we run which so again, right? I mean, so if it's possible that the number in your bank account wouldn't change, it'll stay the same. But if the way you're earning it changes, it'll change your life. I'll give you a quick example. I was talking to one of our members in the Power BI consultant program, and sometimes we talk about numbers, not always, but sometimes we do. So, hey, man, how much are you earning? How's it? I mean, people always compare their new lives to their 9 to 5, right? So I'll say, yeah, I mean, how is income now as an independent consultant compared to being an employee? And he said, oh, man, I'm earning about the same, but I'm working half as much, right? So again, the way they're earning it has changed. And that means that life has changed. Right now, this is a very obvious example. Sometimes it is going to be as obvious as that. Sometimes it is not going to be as obvious as that. And I'll give you my own example. So we have multiple revenue streams, and one of the stream comes from an online course where there is little interaction and there is a community, but there are no deeper connections. It's a very large community, and it's just hard for me, at least, being an introvert, to form deeper connections. That's what I seek out. That's what's important for me. So I can focus on that and maximize the revenue stream. And maybe that's a smarter thing to do. If somebody was focused solely on the number in their bank account and growing that number, then maybe that would be the right thing to do. But I know it wouldn't be the right thing for me, because again, if I look beyond the number and I look at how am I earning that number, right? How is it flowing in? And then I say, well, I can have it flow in from here by doing this, or I can focus on our higher end programs, which are small group programs, like the one I mentioned, the Power BI consultant program. And it's a small group. It's a really small group of people, but again, that gives me that sense of community, that sense of connections, right? So I'm choosing, and I'm in this case, I'm prioritizing more how the money is coming in rather than the number. But again, so the key thing is that you got to focus on how it's coming in, and there is the other part about how it's flowing out. How are you spending more money? Now, I'm not going to say too much about that because that's a whole topic in itself. What I would recommend is that go read or watch Lynn Twist. Her book is Soul of Money. She's a TED speaker, and she talks a lot about that. That how and I feel. Think about it, right? I mean, so if the way you earn the money changes, your life changes, and the number in the bank account can stay the same, right? But the way you earn it changes your life. The same way, if you consciously change the way you spend money, the way it flows out, so that it lines up with your biggest beliefs, what you stand for in this life, then your life changes as well. You have as much power there as you have here. So again, instead of just focusing on that one number, if you focus on how it's flowing and how it's flowing out, we can live and lead better lives. All right. Hey, this was an episode of Power BI Insider where I just go deeper into my own mind, I guess, or how I'm working, how I'm running this business. And yeah, so if you have any thoughts, comments, let me know. Or join me for one of our live events on talkpowerbi.com. I'll see you next time. Power on.